If you've been following our channel for a while, you know we have a soft spot for the stealth setup. There is something satisfying about a dash cam that does its job without cluttering up your windshield or screaming for attention. For years, the Garmin Mini 2 was the undisputed king of this category, small, reliable, and essentially invisible. But the market in 2026 has shifted. Garmin has finally released the Dashcam Mini 3, and at the same time, we've been seeing a lot of buzz around the TYPE S M400, a hybrid unit that claims to be both a 4K dashcam and a portable body cam. Today, we're putting them head-to-head. Is the Mini 3 a worthy successor to the crown, or has the jack-of-all-trades TYPE S M400 actually innovated past the industry leader? We'll put the updated pricing for both in the description. Let's get into the details. Starting with the aesthetics, these couldn't be more different in their approach to Mini. Garmin hasn't tried to reinvent the wheel with the Mini 3, but they did refine the geometry. It has shifted from the Mini 2's vertical orientation to a more horizontal, car key-sized body. It sits even flatter against the windshield, which, if we're being honest, makes it almost impossible to see from the outside once it's tucked behind your rearview mirror. It's a clean, professional build that handles extreme dashboard heat without breaking a sweat. The TYPE S M400, on the other hand, is a different kind of Mini. While it's roughly the same footprint as the Garmin, it feels more like a piece of modular gear. It features a tiny 1.47-inch IPS display on the back, which the Garmin lacks entirely. For some of us, having a screen is a massive plus for aligning the shot during install. For others, it's just another light on the windshield that might be distracting at night. The build materials on the M400 feel solid, and it features a satisfying mechanical toggle on the side to switch between dashcam and bodycam modes. To us, the Garmin feels like an integrated part of the car, while the TYPE S feels like a tool you're carrying in the car. Here is where the critique gets a bit sharp. If you look at the spec sheets, the TYPE S M400 appears to blow the Garmin out of the water with native 4K resolution. On a 4K monitor, that extra pixel count is definitely noticeable. You can read license plates from a further distance, and street signs are undeniably crisper. However, the Garmin Mini 3 is still stubbornly sticking to 1080p at 30 FPS. In 2026, seeing 1080p on a flagship product feels like a bit of a letdown. But, and this is a big but, resolution isn't everything. The Mini 3 comes standard with a built-in polarizer lens, which is a feature we've been begging for. This cuts through windshield glare and reflections that can ruin 4K footage just as easily as 1080p. While the TYPE S M400 has the raw resolution, it can sometimes struggle with dashboard reflections on a sunny day. Garmin's HDR remains some of the best in the business, balancing high-contrast scenes like exiting a dark tunnel into bright sun with more grace than the M400. The M400 is sharper, but the Garmin is often cleaner in tricky lighting. This is the real reason you'd even consider the TYPE S M400 over the Garmin. The hybrid is a hybrid. If you get into a roadside interaction or an accident, you can literally rip it off its magnetic mount, flip the switch to body cam, and clip it to your shirt. It has an internal 650 mAh battery that gives you about 60 to 90 minutes of runtime outside the car. For rideshare drivers or overlanders documenting a recovery, this is a game changer. It even has active image stabilization in body cam mode to keep the footage from being a shaky mess while you walk. The Garmin Mini 3 has zero interest in being a body cam. It doesn't even have an internal battery. It uses a supercapacitor, which is better for long-term reliability in high heat, but means the second you unplug it, it's dead. If you step out of the car, your recording ends. For most people, that's fine, but if you're a delivery driver or an Uber pro, that gap in documentation could be a red flag. The TYPE S M400 offers a level of personal safety documentation that the Garmin simply wasn't designed for. Both cameras lean heavily on their respective apps, since the Garmin lacks a screen and the S screen is too small for meaningful playback. The Garmin Drive app is refined and professional, and the Mini 3 has upgraded to a USB-C interface, making data transfers much more modern than the old micro-USB days. However, Garmin has made a move that we really don't love. They've started locking premium features like Live View and parking guard alerts behind a paid Vault subscription. The Type S Drive app uses a 5 GHz connection for faster downloads, and so far it's not trying to nickel and dime you for core features. You get your loop recording, G-sensor incident detection, and slow motion body cam options all out of the box. One thing to note for the tech-savvy, if you use wireless CarPlay or Android Auto, both of these cameras will fight your phone for the Wi-Fi connection when you try to pull footage. It's a common headache with mini cams, but worth mentioning. So here's the bottom line. The Garmin Mini 3 is for the person who wants the highest level of set-it-and-forget-it reliability. It is the most discreet, heat-resistant, and user-friendly minimalist cam on the market. If you want a camera that you literally never have to touch until something happens, and you're okay with 1080p in exchange for that legendary Garmin stability, this is your winner. However, if you're a professional driver, delivery, rideshare, or even an overlander, the TYPE S M400 is the more versatile investment. The 4K resolution is a legitimate upgrade for capturing evidence, and the ability to use it as a body cam is a utility that Garmin just doesn't offer. It's a jack of all trades that actually manages to master its specific niche. That's our take on the mini cam slowdown for 2026. The Garmin is the refined veteran, and the Type S is the innovative newcomer. We'll leave the purchase links for both in the description, so you can check the latest deals. We're curious, do you value the stealth of the Garmin, or would you prefer having a camera you can take with you when you step out of the car? Let us know in the comments. If you found this comparison helpful, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel for more gear builds, and we'll catch you in the next one. Peace.